Welcome, Ava General Baptist Church. It's so great to have you join us today in our study. We've been going through this year of living different, living free. What does it look like to follow Christ? And so we've just entered a series about boundaries. And for those of you that maybe haven't heard, Pastor Noel Dye has joined us.
Hello.
And so Noel has come on to join our leadership team and our pastoral staff here at Ava General Baptist Church. And so he is going to be teaming up with me to teach and to lead us through the study of God's Word. And so I'm so excited for this. And so this Sunday is actually Noel's first Sunday to preach. And so we just wanted to give you a snippet of the message that God's laid on his heart. And I'm excited as we go ahead and dig a little bit deeper into this boundary study. And so, Noel, what do you have for us this Sunday? What have you been praying about? What have you been seeing God put on your heart?
Well, the message that I was given was live different, live free, living in God's yard. As we talk about our boundaries, it's important to be in the right place.
Yeah.
And, boundaries, the easiest thing that we think of is our property line.
Mm-hmm.
And we like to take care of our yard and keep it nice, manicured, and perfect, and keep the good things on the inside and the bad on the outside. And that's kind of what I'll be talking about Sunday. John 8:36 says, "So if the Son sets you free, you're truly free." And you're never really truly free until you experience the boundaries that God has created for us. There's good boundaries, there's bad boundaries, but they're all around us. But it's important that we have the right boundaries in our lives, and that we learn to adhere to those boundaries. And keep the good things in and the bad things out. And
so do we have to shift our boundaries? Like, do our boundaries change when we become a follower of Christ?
Yeah. One of my points is that first off, you have to stop listening to the lies that Satan has for you, because he's always telling you that boundaries are bad. That they just make rules and stuff so you can't have fun, or this is going to be boring if you do it this way. Nobody else goes by the rules, so why should you? And just all those other little things, just to keep you from looking into God's yard and seeing what's good and wanting to be a part of that.
And that's interesting to see about God's kingdom and how boundaries actually set us free. They don't restrict us. And so over the next few months, that's something that we're going to be looking at, is what boundaries does God set for us? But then also there's boundaries that you and I are to set for ourselves. And so last Sunday, if you joined us last week, and if you missed that message, you can go back and check it out on our YouTube channel. But we talked about how this is going to be uncomfortable. Some of these messages are going to be uncomfortable because they're going to shine light into some areas of our lives that maybe you and I don't have boundaries that we need to have. And so this isn't that uncomfortableness is to bring you to God and to light up an area in your life that you're living enslaved maybe. And so I'm excited to see how this is going to impact our relationships with people, how it's going to impact our relationship with God. And so this Sunday, we're actually going to have a Facebook Live view of the message that Noel's going to share about how do we redraw our boundaries? How do we live in God's yard? That when we become a Christ follower, things have to change in our lives. And so maybe the boundaries that we had were restricting what God could do in our life. So maybe we need to bust those down and put up, see what boundaries God puts up for us. Maybe we have no boundaries. And so maybe God's going to build some fences for us and show us what is our yard and what's not. And in this series, what we're going to look at is how we take responsibility for the things that we're supposed to take responsibility for, but also how other people We don't need to be heaping things on ourselves and on our plates that's somebody else's job, somebody else's responsibility. And so all of this study is going to show us, how do we truly experience freedom by following Jesus Christ? And I'm excited for what God's going to teach us. So may he bless you and may he keep you this week. We're praying for you. And I'm so excited for the future ministry of this church and what God's going to do through us, and through Noel coming alongside and being able to teach, and us to be able to learn from each other, and to teach you as well and to lead you. So may God bless you, and may he take care of you this week.
God bless.